right, testing 1, 2, 3.
Through those doors. He's walking up to the microphones now.
Minutes before closing arguments in his criminal trial, Donald Trump stepped up to the hallway cameras and blasted the court.
We'll see how it goes. This is a very dangerous day for America. It's a very sad day. Thank you.
But it was clearly a sad day for his own defense and a great one for prosecutors. Happy dance, analyst says prosecutors celebrating after blunder from Trump attorney. Quote, Todd Blanche just painted David Pecker as a truth teller. In marked contrast to his portrayal of Michael Cohen, legal analyst Lisa Rubin posted on X, if I am prosecutor Josh Steinglass, I just did a happy dance. Pecker told the jury he purchased damaging stories about Trump in the lead up to the 2016 election as part of an agreement with the Trump campaign. That amounts to an illegal campaign contribution and forms the basis of several felony charges. Later, at the end of the defense closing argument, Trump lawyer Todd Blanche got a lashing by Judge Juan Merchan. Quote, before he concluded, Todd Blanche asked jurors not to send his client to prison. Justice Merchan is now excoriating Todd Blanche for making an outrageous statement. Merchan is clearly furious. Making a comment like that is highly inappropriate, the judge said. It is simply not allowed, period. It's hard for me to imagine how that was accidental. And accidental or deliberate, it means the judge could point out to the jury their sole responsibility is to determine guilty or not guilty on the charges, and that the judge is solely responsible for punishment if there is a conviction. Plus, angering the judge while the court is still considering the exact language of jury instructions is really stupid, because it decreases the chances the judge will agree to the defense argument on what to say to the jury. So if you're keeping score at home, the Trump defense during closing arguments made not just one, but two remarkable blunders. The defense bolstered the credibility of a prosecution witness, and the Trump defense infuriated the judge at one of the most sensitive and crucial times in any trial. Perhaps it is appropriate that the Trump defense made these mistakes one day after a federal holiday, a day when Donald Trump himself made a string of unforced political errors.
Trump wrote in part, quote, Happy Memorial Day to all,
Oh my God.
including the human skull.
On a day when you're celebrating fallen soldiers who most people in this country have a family tie to or a friend, and he takes it and makes it about him. He's like he's like the guy in your friend group who like turns everything to him, and it's obnoxious and it gets old.
Wasn't just former President Trump, it was his son Eric getting some well-deserved backlash over his social media posts after one user posted a photo of the Trump family with the caption, quote, the family that gave up everything to save America, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
This is over Memorial Day weekend. Eric Trump reposted writing, and we will do it again. Former Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger of Illinois, a military pilot, as you know, responded, quote, your family has sacrificed nothing. Your name will become synonymous with Benedict Arnold, and how dare you tweet this weekend? You don't know the first thing about service, you child.
Yes, it was another holiday when the Trump family ran roughshod over basic decency. Instead of remembering and honoring Americans who gave the ultimate sacrifice for this nation's freedom, The Trump family focused on themselves. Eric Trump, in addition to describing his family as martyrs, posted a Memorial Day promotion for the Trump store on Instagram. The post read, "We are honoring our brave men and women this weekend. Please buy our stuff. Memorial Day savings event." Eric eventually deleted his crass post, but the Trump website
Hey David, are you able to hear me?
promoting the Memorial Day sale. It should be clear by now that for the Trump family, the idea of serving the greater good or honoring other people is a foreign concept. The Memorial Day narcissism evoked memories of 2017 when Donald Trump and his chief of staff went to Arlington National Cemetery, and Donald Trump famously could not understand the sacrifice so many had made for freedom.
He visited Arlington National Cemetery with John Kelly, who was then his chief of staff. And of course, Kelly's son is a fallen Marine officer, and reportedly Trump turned to Kelly and said, "I don't get it. What was in it for them?"
Because in Trump world, everything is about selfishness and never selflessness. So instead of simply offering a heart...
There we go. Okay, there we go. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let me see here. Can you hear me now?
Alright, cool.
Can you hear me? Are you on Discord right now? Let me try calling. Hello.
Hey Dave.
Hey, I just wanted to see if you could hear me. Okay.
Yep, mute the mic on Video Ninja so that way we don't have the same shit that happened yesterday.
Yeah, okay, where is that?
That's how yesterday the stream kind of echoing. Like how there was two of you and two of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like they're both muted on Video Ninja. I might have to unmute it to make it work though. I also had a camera on, which I found out that I had a camera mic on.
That'll do it.
It took me a while to figure out how to turn it off.
Oh, I see.
There we go. Okay. So, on YouTube, I gotta pull up YouTube real quick. Oh my god, that was fun yesterday though. YouTube. I gotta pull up YouTube real quick. Okay, cool. Alright, well I'm gonna get off of this call and I'll let me see what I got. Make sure I got you on Video Ninja right now.
Alright.
I don't.
Yeah, because I'm currently muted on Video Ninja.
Oh, okay. Can you put up the video itself?
Yeah, like share a screen or
Whatever. Just turn it on because nobody can see it right now.
yeah.
I've got it in the background. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I can see it.
Yeah, right now you probably see a bunch of environmental alerts.
Yeah. It looks like one of those things from the 80s, like where they would show it was supposed to be code.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, the font is from the 80s, actually.
Oh, yeah. How funny.
Yeah.
See, I don't,
The font's actually from one of those deck terminals.
I don't know if I'm broadcasting our voices or not right now.
One way to find out. I'm unmuting the stream right now.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
All
yeah,
I've
see?
got. Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off of here for a second, and I'll just we'll just come back. I'll come back in at 6.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
defenders in the Kharkiv region. All these Russians in the photo were eliminated. Rubenko Ruslan, Morozov Yaroslav, call sign Bespilotnik, born in 1993, Volodin Maxim, born in 1985, Pavel Koval. Trophies are also seized from killed soldiers. The Atesh partisan movement in occupied Crimea reports that Russian troops are evacuating personnel from Jankoy and are actively rebuilding and possibly modernizing airfields deeper in the peninsula, specifically at Kurovsky and Baharovo. These actions suggest that Russia aims to disperse their troops and equipment in anticipation of future successful Ukrainian attacks. Russian over-the-horizon early detection radar station Voronezh DM in the Krasnodar region of Russia was damaged as a result of Ukrainian drone attack. The strike was carried out by an attack drones on the morning of May 23, 2024, 430 kilometers from the front line. It's worth noting that this radar is a part of Russian strategic air defense, and it's not very important regarding Ukraine, but more about the air defense against NATO long-range missiles and aircrafts. And this is dangerous escalation. Last night, Russia removed the light buoys delineating the border between Russia and Estonia in the Narva River. This happened after previous reports stating that Russia intends to unilaterally change its maritime borders with Finland and Estonia. Since Finland and Estonia are NATO members, Putin is playing with fire here. Russia, a Pantsir anti-aircraft missile booster, has discredited the Russian army in Belgorod. And things are heating up in Taiwan also. Let's see that situation. China has launched 2 days of large-scale military drills surrounding Taiwan in what it called punishment for so-called separatist acts. Days after the self-ruling island swore in a new democratically elected leader who called on Beijing to cease its intimidation tactics. As part of the drills, dozens of Chinese fighter jets carrying live ammunition conducted mock strikes against high-value military targets of the enemy, alongside destroyers, frigates, and missile speedboats. The exercises, which started early on Thursday and will encircle Taiwan, pose the first real test for newly elected Lai Ching-te as he attempts to manage relations with the island's powerful authoritarian neighbor. The drills are being conducted in the Taiwan Strait, a narrow body of water separating the island from mainland China, as well as north, south, and east of Taiwan. They are also taking place in areas around Taiwan's outlying islands of Kinmen, Matsu, Wuchu, and Dongyin, located just off China's southeastern coast, the PLA's Eastern Theater Command said in a statement. PLA Naval Colonel Li Shi, spokesperson for the command, called the exercises a strong punishment for the separatist acts of Taiwan independence forces and a serious warning against interference and provocation by external forces. A senior official responsible for Taiwan's security affairs told CNN that as of noon Thursday, the island detected about 30 Chinese aircraft, most of which crossed the median line into Taiwan's air defense identification zone. The median line is an informal demarcation point in the Taiwan Strait that Beijing does not recognize, but until recent years had largely respected. The Chinese military also deployed about a dozen Chinese warships around Taiwan, as well as a dozen Coast Guard vessels near Taiwan's outlying islands, according to the official. Taiwan has deployed its own warships to monitor the situation, the official said, adding no Chinese aircraft carrier were involved in the drills so far. Chinese state TV primes the public for war with Taiwan.
模拟打击、机动巡查等演练，展示了联合夺权、要道战控能力，传递了解放军可多项对台港口、机场等重要目标堪制射打信号。另一方面呢，就是拒止台独外援团。台岛以东呢，一直被台独势力看作是庇护所。这次东部战。
As a response, several ships of the Taiwanese Navy, including the Qingchang-class patrol ship, ROK's Jincheng and Tuocheng-class corvette, ROKS Shucheng conducted an emergency departure last night from their port in Taiwan. the readiness of the Taiwanese armed forces continues to increase alongside the ongoing combat exercise of the Chinese People's Liberation Army in the South China Sea. Following yesterday's announcement by the Eastern Theater Command of the Chinese People's Liberation Army about the beginning of significant exercises around the island of Taiwan and within the Taiwanese Strait, Xiongfeng 2 and 3 medium-range anti-ship missile batteries of the Republic of China Navy have been spotted on the move to what is claimed to be tactical positions around the country. Very rare photos from Taiwan's underground fighter jet caves connected to Chiashan Air Force Base. This airbase is known for its extensive underground hangars. Photos show F-16V Viper fighters being armed with Harpoon anti-ship missiles, AMRAAMs and Sidewinders inside Chiashan tunnels. Taiwan's Haifeng shore-based anti-ship missile group deployed into position in response to Chinese exercises around Taiwan. The group operates various anti-ship missile systems, including the Xiongfeng 2, 3, and extended-range Xiongfeng 3 missiles. Chinese J-16 and H-6 aircraft were spotted flying around Taiwan. Our standing is that Taiwan is a province of China, said UN chief spokesperson.
On the issue of China, we are guided by the General Assembly resolution of 1971.
You said the resolution of 1971, and what does that mean in this context?
Well, it means in terms of our standing on Taiwan as a province of China.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive
Create content for people and search engines with SEMrush SEO Writing Assistant. Get your copy SEO ready. Strike the right tone. Ensure unique plagiarism-free text. And it's a perfect tag. Get SEMrush to create content that ranks.
Tired of investing so much into your YouTube channel only to see your hard work go unnoticed? Yeah, we've been there too. But luckily, we have the right shortcut for you. Introducing vidIQ's AI Coach, your ultimate YouTube guru, ready to guide you every step of the way. Ask the AI Coach everything. Audit my channel. Improve this title. Generate 5 video ideas. Heck, it can even write you a whole script, all personalized to your channel. Cause, everybody's different. Anything you need to grow your channel, anything, you'll get it here. Ready to level up your channel? Get started today.
There's like a whole raft of totally disastrous, awful things that have happened to the Russian economy as a result of this war. And in the long term, of course, those chickens are all going to come home to roost. But right now, and that's what we're concerned about since we're talking about the Ukrainian war, right now, unfortunately, the oil exports are allowing Putin to essentially take the expenses of this war in his stride.
Hello and welcome to Frontline for Times Radio. I'm James Hansen, and today we're talking about the war in Ukraine, and I'm delighted to be joined once again by Owen Matthews, a writer, historian and Russia correspondent for The Spectator. Owen's also the former Moscow and Istanbul bureau chief for Newsweek. Owen, welcome back to Frontline.
Good to be on.
You wrote recently for The Spectator about how Russia is able to circumvent economic sanctions, in particular when it comes to oil exports. Can you just tell us a bit more about the Russian shadow fleet that you've been writing about?
Yeah, whole package of Western economic sanctions was meant to be a kind of silver bullet to avoid getting into a shooting war with Russia over Ukraine. And when they were introduced, there was strong confidence in the US and the EU that a massive exodus of foreign companies from Russia, that around 16,000 different sanctions on individuals, on financial transactions and so on, that would all bring the Russian economy to its knees. But that hasn't happened, and that's had an enormous impact on Russia's ability to fight the war. In other words, Russia has been able to take the war and its massive expenses in its stride, and the way it's been able to do that is by maintaining its exports of oil. And it's done that essentially by shifting its customer base from selling directly to Europe to selling to India, China, Indonesia, and other countries that don't have any strong views on the war. They don't care about sanctions. And they've done that partly by creating a fleet of oil tankers that are essentially not registered within the G7 and are able to ship about 55% of Russia's exported oil in tankers that are essentially off the books.
And the West originally did try and damage Russia's economy by capping the price of oil for Russian exports at $60 a barrel. How did they hope to enforce that?
Yeah, it's really important to unpack this because lots of people think that the West is sanctioning Russian oil by stopping Russia from exporting oil. Not true at all. What they're doing is trying to slightly
The NVIDIA RTX 2000.
Well, hundreds of people came together yesterday to
Is ABA a life-changing therapy, or is it dog training for disabled kids?
What you doing, Taylor?
I'm being hot at the art festival bus.
Okay, so the girl shoes, that was a no-go. We lasted 10 minutes. What you doing, Taylor?
I'm being hot at the art festival bus.
Okay.
There was a particular...
What you doing, Taylor?
I'm being hot at the art festival bus.
Okay.
Greetings, minions and associates. If you are already a minion and you would like to tithe, please hit like. If you would like to become a minion, please hit follow. If you would like to confess, please do so in the comments. And if you would like to evangelize, please share, of course. Is Trevor here with me? Are you here with me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Trevor. Let's see.
I'm in the general voice channel.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, or can they hear you then? Yeah, they'll be able to hear you. Okay, well, cool. Let me switch over here then. This is a good screen. This will work. Yeah, let me know. Let me see here. Find a good screen.
It's just net cool, that's all.
Let me see here. Oh, there you
So,
go.
yeah, and the general channel, so that way I can hear you as well.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
The general channel, so that way I can hear you.
I can hear it. I can hear it echo in the background, though. There you go. Ah, thank
My
you.
bad about the echo. I was watching the stream on my phone.
I was like, all right. All right. Well. Thanks for being here. That was
ABA a life-changing
last night was
therapy? Or is
crazy.
it dog training?
That is not good. Seeing a bunch of virtual load balancers go offline.
Yeah, seeing a bunch of what? What was that?
I was saying, I see a bunch of virtual load balancers offline right now.
Oh.
Or a load
Is
balancer pool go
ABA a
offline.
life-changing therapy? Or is it dog training for...
But yeah, if you can, could you please join in general? Because I'm not able to hear you.
In general, in
disabled kids?
Discord?
Is it ableist to want your autistic kid to learn social skills? And let's not forget,
The general
which
Discord
is
channel.
least offensive,
Oh, okay.
saying person with autism
see.
or autistic.
Oh, everyone.
There we go.
That works. That works too.
Okay.
All right, let me go. Mute the mic on the other platform.
All right.
There we go.
Person. Wherever you land on
I'm
these
curious
issues, there's
if
a
my mic
crucial piece of
is going to
information
show up through the other
to understand.
or
The
through
helpers in our
Discord on
community,
your stream.
teachers, therapists,
Yeah,
support
I
staff,
hope it does.
They care a lot.
Yeah,
Recently,
let
I
me try.
spoke to a group of 800
Let me see if it does.
ABA.
1 second, I'm going to mute.
Okay. Yeah, I think it should. We shall see.
It does.
Oh, good. That's excellent. All right. Do you know this gal? She was just on
Is ABA a...
on one of the shows, the autistic dating show or whatever. I guess she was just on that show.
Are you talking about the show Love on the Spectrum?
Yeah. This gal here, she was on that show. Her name's Kaylee. I don't know her from that show at all. I know her as a creator because I've followed her probably for about a couple of years now. But
life-changing therapy?
Caitlin,
or dog training
yeah.
for disabled kids?
Caitlin.
Yeah.
Is it ableist?
Caitlin _VP
To want your autistic
on
kid to learn
TikTok.
social skills. And let's not forget,
Yep,
which is least
I follow her
offensive,
as well.
saying person with autism or autistic person. Wherever you land on these issues, there's a crucial piece of information
But yeah,
you
I
need
do-
to understand.
I watch
the
her
helpers
channel
in our
occasionally.
community, teachers, therapists, support staff, they care a lot.
She's a very good communicator, really.
I agree.
At least hearing her as an autistic person, and I think she also, without being simplistic, she simplifies things without being simplistic, which is really great. So that's why she's so effective in communicating.
Recently, I spoke to a group of 800 ABA practitioners. I explained in great detail why our community is wary of their practices, the significance of being neurodiversity affirming, and most importantly, practical steps for how to do better.
alarms
They
and
laughed,
that just
they cried,
cleared
they gave
themselves.
me a stand.
Yeah, for some
That's
reason, my stream, right when we started, I started getting circles on my stream, and right now I'm only running 4. So
and many of them
it
are
might be the
blowing up
time
my
of day
email,
because it
eager
is
to
6
learn more.
o'clock.
Don't hear
And in this area from 6 to 8 is where you have the most traffic.
Yeah.
But I did open up the
Hear what
bandwidth
I'm not
quite a
saying.
bit.
The problems that exist within
Yeah,
autism-related
and I'm
services
guessing
are not magically
what you're
fixed. But I give
what you're
a
saying
lot
is
of talks
that's
to a
when
lot of
most people are
helpers in our
coming home,
community. They
starting
might
up
say the
their
wrong thing or give
Netflix or Hulu,
unhelpful
whatever.
advice, but I promise you that most of them are actively searching for better ways to support autistic people and our families. Is ABA a life-changing therapy, or is it dog training for disabled kids? Is it ableist to want your autistic kid to learn social skills?
But yeah,
Let's
so
not
often I'm
forget,
probably just gonna
which is
mute because I do have a cough right now.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't want to be coughing into the mic.
Oh, I know how that is.
least offensive, saying person with autism or autistic person. Wherever you land on these issues, there's a crucial piece of information you need to understand. The helpers in our community, teachers, therapists, support staff,
Let's see what the
they
power
care
consumption is.
a lot. Recently, I spoke to a group of 800 ABA practitioners. I explained in great detail why our community is wary of the
Right now I'm pulling 420 watts.
Right now
the
this
significance of being
is
neurodiversity affirming, and
pulling
most importantly,
17
practical
amps
steps for how to do better. They laughed, they cried, they gave me a standing
on a
ovation,
240
and
volt
many of them
circuit.
are blowing up my email, eager to learn more. Don't hear what I'm not
We're
saying.
pulling 3
The
kilowatts
problems
of
that
power.
exist within
Holy
autism-related
fuck, we're almost
services are
pulling
not
4
magically
kilowatts.
fixed, but I give a lot of talks to a lot of helpers in our community. They might say the wrong thing or give unhelpful advice, but I
That's a
promise
lot of power,
you that
wouldn't you
most
say?
of them are
Yeah.
actively searching for better ways to support autistic people and our families. Is ABA
That's like a business.
Enterprise, actually.
Yeah.
Hi, we're
Just
Visible,
running out of my
the wireless
garage,
company
actually.
that makes things visible. With us, what you see is what you get.
Okay, so this right here, I was looking, and it's called Autism Spectrum Disorder Explained Clearly in Under 10 Minutes. And I was like, okay, whatever, you know, I mean, if it's an autistic person, so what? But then I saw this rhesus medicine, and I was like, oh boy, what are we going to get?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, not good.
So it's coming from some place that calls themselves medicine something, so that's probably a doctor. It's probably ABA or something related. I don't know. Let's just see where it goes. So yeah, I was like, okay, let's do this rabbit hole.
Oh boy. This is gonna be one hell of a rabbit hole.
Yeah, and see how it's acting a little weird?
Right now, all of this pulled up on the stream is net cool.
This video will look at autism spectrum disorder. You'll find free practice.
On it's my screen that's being shared on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you're wanting to show content on that side, you
This
can
material, including
take my screen
multiple
off
choice
and put your screen
questions.
Well, for some reason my screen is acting really screwed
flashcards
up.
And case scenarios available through.
My internet is like really slow right now. I'm gonna have to. Let's see. I'm gonna have to. Let me give it a second.
Wisdolia. That
There
gives
we
you
go.
feedback as you answer on what you got wrong and why.
Are you kidding me?
What?
That is so weird. I'm gonna drop kick. I'm gonna probably just I'm gonna have to restart the stream over there on Kick. I just put down to 720p on this video that I'm trying to play, and it's just not playing it. Nobody else is home right now, so I'm the only one really using this bandwidth. But I think it's my neighbors that are the issue. Because, like I said, during this time of day, I know that it's the peak time
Find the
that
link to the
this
autism
area
set
uses.
below.
It's between 6 and 8 o'clock. That's
Yeah.
the peak time.
Yeah, and if I were the internet provider, I would probably be looking into upgrading the circuit, going from whatever the bandwidth is for their backbone link and going to something higher.
Yeah, well, it was at like 60 upload and download, and then it went, like I said, it went to 600. So I should not be having a problem right now. Right now, I'm running three streams and watching a YouTube thing, but I'm not watching videos or playing video games. That eats it up quick.
Right.
I'm gonna refresh this completely.
Yeah, chances are if you have a 1 gig internet connection, their backbone link might be either 10 or 40 gig.
And with the
either 10, 25, or 40 gig in Ethernet going back to their core. If I were the provider, depending on how full that connection is, or both connections, because they've got to have redundancy, I'd probably upgrade it to like 100 or 200 gig.
Yeah, see.
Autism spectrum disorder. You'll find free practice
Well, that's just
material,
me.
including multiple
That's
choice
just me
questions,
going on a
flashcards,
tangent about the provider's
case
backbone
scenarios
connection.
available through Wisdom.
There we go. I just turned it down to 240. We're gonna see if
That
it'll
gives you feedback
play.
as you answer
no, not
on
that.
what you got wrong and why.
Or if you want, you can
Find
give me the
link
link and I
to
can
the
just play it
autism
over here.
set below. Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a neurodevelopmental condition, classically
This is so weird. I've never had this happen like this before.
characterized by social interaction and communication difficulties.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never had it act like this, except for the other day when
repetitive behaviors
my
and
computer got
interests.
slowed up, but it's not doing the same
As the
thing
name
it was doing
suggests,
before.
A spectrum of different presentations.
This right here honestly
is
hurts my
possible,
eyes.
ranging from
Why is
severe
this not dark mode?
disability
And this is funny too, but it's because it's the video itself. See how the border is all dark mode there? So they're making here's yet another entity making a video about autism, and they've got a white screen. This is from Rice's Medicine.
all the way to cognitive strengths. This is important.
Okay, sometimes it happens to be a particular video, and that's what I'm going to see if that's the case.
It just ended for me, but let me go. Yeah, it's back up for me now. Oh,
This
wait.
is bloody interesting.
I'm an
autistic person.
I'm just gonna.
He's overwhelmed.
I'm gonna jump out of here and just start from scratch, and check, figure out what my connection is, and